Custom solutions in any industry, but let's talk about healthcare specifically, may seem necessary because you think that you have a need and a niche. You might have a fantastic developer that is amazing at developing product quickly, efficiently, but uses his own custom ways of developing. Well, how do you maintain that going down the road? Or how do you add to that even further if other technologies want to be used? Custom coding, I get the need for custom coding, but when you can use standards or when you can use protocols that apply to all industries, apply to all vendors, then what you've done is you've made your product more shelf worthy, more to last. Because the worst thing that can happen is that you build a wonderful custom solution and then you change your strategy and you bring in this other third party vendor, or you decide to go with a new technology, and you've got to then go and unravel everything that was done in that custom coding. So it's the same thing. IT in many ways when I was younger and involved was the wild west. Whoever was developing it was developing it a certain way. Whoever was implementing the infrastructure was implementing the infrastructure in a certain way. There weren't necessarily standards in servers. There weren't necessarily standards in storage. There wasn't necessarily standards in code. And a lot of great things were done. Listen, I was part of that world, and I just remember how wonderful we would get things done at times. But you've got to look at the long term and say, am I building something that will survive the test of time and be migratable into the next solution without causing a huge amount of rework?